squat pose. I like to start this one from standing, but you're more than welcome to walk the feet up from a tabletop position. Let's do it my way. So come into downward facing dog and we'll walk the feet up to the hands. Bring the feet as wide as the mat, toes facing away from the center. And you can sink the hips down towards the heels. Palms come together, elbows into the insides of the knees, and neck in a neutral position. So of course there's many options here. Most people don't like to hold the squat pose for the duration of which we want to instruct it. So you can either take a block or a bolster underneath the hips here. And same thing, I also like to give one more option since we are supported, is to extend the arms up. Especially if people have super tight hips, then pressing the knees out wide while we're here is just not sustainable for them. So option to extend the arms up, a little bit more of an upright position. It takes a little bit of effort to do that, but it is an option. So, of course, you can always make this more intense by leaning the weight a little bit further forward here. You can come more onto the edge of the bolster. So if you don't want to quite just transition all the way out of the support of the bolster or even the block, you can lean a little bit further forward, and also option to drop the chin into the chest. So the back of the neck opens up as well. If you want to take the option without the support of the bolster, you can always lift the heels up off the ground in order to make that sustainable. And you can always support the heels with placing a blanket underneath them. Roll up a blanket. Place the heels on top of them and sink down into it. It's much more sustainable in this way. You can take the option of elbows into insides of the knees. Also, if you want to make this much more intense, you can bring the heels even closer in towards the body. You can also wrap the arms around the back, but I can't quite do that. It is suggested though. So one way to come up out of this is to come into cat-cow, which is usually nice. It gives a little bit of mobility throughout the hips. But I like to release the hands forward, extend the legs, and slowly shift the weight from side to side. Bend into one knee, extend the other. And then usually some sort of gentle back bend after that. So coming up into standing, coming all the way out. I'll come out of the frame if I do that. So again, you can always take the cat-cow option, or you can even take a sphinx pose after this. And just some extension along the front side of the hips after a super hard flexion.